guys, Omni here. I'm gonna do the dishes today. I know that sounds crazy because you're like, what do you mean you're gonna do the dishes? Well, you know what? I'm the guy that does the dishes in my house every single day. When you got 6 people in a home, there's a lot of dishes that have to get done. And for some reason, I decided today I was going to record it. Not to see me do dishes, but basically it's time that I can take to talk about tech forums and talk about what's going on with me and how I've been and what's been happening. If I got to sit here and do dishes, might as well get a video in too. Usually takes me about 10-15 minutes. I hope it doesn't take me longer, but maybe I'm a little distracted by the video. So as you see this week, I've been working on that Hack Forums IM situation. So basically going to call it HFIM service, and what it's going to allow is for Hack Forum members to have an XMPP account on hackforums.im, and this is going to allow for a lot better and secure communication between members. Just kind of a nice, nifty service I believe I can offer. It's something I actually wanted to do for well over a year now. I've had a kind of just, I have a big to-do list. I've always got stuff to do. I always got stuff I want to do. And it might seem to members that things aren't getting done. And I can agree with that. I can agree that sometimes things just don't get done. And that's for a variety of reasons. It's not just one single reason. You know, I guess top of the list for the reasons, though, is my family. You know, my family is very important to me. I spend a lot of time with them. And being a stay-at-home dad requires a lot more of my personal time. It's not as, you know, like, you got a job, you go 9 to 5. You get home, you're done with your job. When you're at work, you're at work. When I'm at home, I'm at work, but I have my family here. So they don't always respect the fact that I'm working. So they're always like interrupting me. They always want to spend time with me. My children are just like, oh, Dad, I need your help with homework. Oh, I have to run an errand. Oh, we're out of milk, you know. So I'm the stay-at-home dad. I'm the guy that has to like do all this stuff for my family, and you know, it's fine. You know, it's not a complaint necessarily as much as just the reason. One of the many reasons where things don't get done. You know, and I would love to be able to say, hey, you know what, HF is the most important thing in my life. But that wouldn't be true. You know, the most important thing in my life is my family, and they're the ones I spend time with. You know, they're the one here for me. But of course, my job is my job, and I am passionate about my job, and I do care immensely. I care a lot, and making sure that the site is secure is probably one of the top priorities, if not number one. Keeping members and support flowing, that's probably next. And third would probably be adding new features and improving the site. So that's where it kind of becomes a lot of an issue, because I have some amazing ideas. I have a lot of programs started. I've got stuff written. I keep notes like crazy. Like every little project I've ever thought of, I kind of have notes for. I have so many things that like are kind of already written. Like I've got entire plugins that I wrote that I just haven't installed because I'm not sure I'm super happy with the implementation, you know, or how it's going to affect HF or what changes it's going to make. I just got so many little things happening on the site. I have a lot of dishes here, I hate to tell you. So, made some dinner last night, and the day before, And yesterday I was actually so busy I didn't get to do dishes. So I actually have 2 days worth of dishes. How sucky is that? Anyone here do dishes? Go ahead and comment if you do dishes and you're not a fan of it. You know? Yeah, dishes are what they are. Someone has to do them in the house. And to be honest, I could have my children do the dishes, but they sucked at it. And they were always kind of like not doing them, and dishes would still be dirty, and even though we have a dishwasher, it's like, I just don't get it. They're just, so they've been removed from that duty permanently. And I decided that I was going to switch it on mine, you know? I actually consider it slightly lethargic, you know? Usually I do it around breakfast time. I'll have breakfast, and while either breakfast is cooking, like oatmeal, you know, maybe some oatmeal, maybe I'm making some toast, I'll do dishes, and it takes me about 10 minutes normally. Might be a little longer today. Really a lot of dishes here, it's crazy. I may have to do dishes twice today. I may have to do dishes, start up the dishwasher, and then in a few hours, wait, you know, empty it out, start a second load. That happens sometimes. Is it crazy? You're sitting there on YouTube right now watching me do dishes. I don't know why I did this. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know, maybe I won't upload this. This is kind of silly. I'm just trying to talk to you while doing this, and just, I don't know where I got this idea from. So it's been a really busy year for me. Christmas time is tough. You know, we had a family vacation last Christmas. So I don't know if anyone who's been around for a little bit noticed, but somewhere between, I'd say, January and before the summer started, like January, February, and then up until June. Oh, I think a lot of stuff got done on the site. I was really rocking. I really had a lot of passion for it. I was adding features. I was writing code. So I was really, really pleased then. But then the summer came, and my summers, my children are out of school. My wife likes vacations. She likes to, because she works all year too, so she waits for the summer to go spend time with the children. So that's how we spend our summer, is taking little trips. You know, we don't really go anywhere extravagant normally, and you know, we'll drive to California because it's just like a 5-6 hour drive. You know, we'll go to the beach. You know, we've been to Disneyland a couple times. That's great. If you haven't been to Disneyland in California, it's a lot of fun, especially with your kids. Let's see here. I feel like I'm missing dishes. Cups and bowls. Man, my family really goes through a lot of dishes. It's crazy. Sometimes I just like, I don't understand it. Like, my kids are slob. They don't like rinse them out and stuff. Listen, if you're a kid out there, you're a teenager, and you just throw your dishes in the sink without maybe a little bit of a rinse, you suck. Alright? Put a little fucking rinse on it. You know, run it under the water for a sec, you know, rinse it out maybe. You know, then the shit won't stick on it. It's fucking annoying. You're like, what? Omni's lecturing us on dishes. If I want to hear that crap, I'll get off the computer and go in the living room. Yeah, such is life. So, where was I at before I'm going crazy here? So, you know, so summer gets really nuts, and I just don't get a lot done because, you know, other Act 4 members are off school too. And what happens is the site gets like increasing activity in the marketplace and support questions. And so people are kind of usually on the site a lot more then too. So I'm doing a lot more support. At the same time, I have less time to do work. So it's kind of like fuck, like holy crap! I and it happens every summer, so I'm kind of prepared for it now. I kind of know that if I don't get stuff done by first or second week of June, it's probably not going to get done until September. Now this September, I actually took a trip with my wife. I have to confess, in September, I took a very, very awesome trip to Europe with my wife, and we had a great time. And that was pretty important to me. That was something we planned for quite a long time, and it was like our big romantic vacation. And you know, obviously it's all thanks to the Hack Forum members, so it's not like I'm not grateful, but that's what I did. And so September, I normally, when I get back to work in September, I wasn't able to. And then of course I get back, and we were gone for 10 days. Actually 11 days we were gone. You know, get back, we're exhausted, we're tired. I don't have any energy at that moment, and I had all this stuff I had to do. And so it took me a few weeks. It took me a few weeks to kind of get back into the rhythm. Back into that, like, oh, where's my passion to, like, get shit done, you know, get it done. And right now I feel like I got it. Right now I feel like I'm hauling ass. Really just getting a lot done. I'm going to continue that probably all the way into December, or, well, at least Thanksgiving. So I feel like I've got 4 or 5 weeks of kind of some good execution time. Where if I'm lucky, at least 2, maybe 3 different large features on the site will get implemented. Not little things, large things. I won't talk about specifics other than the HFM thing, because that I think we should be able to have a hold on and release within a week. I got a member who's helping me. He's much more well versed in IM services, and he's doing a really good job so far. Let's see, I'm gonna put in the silverware. Look at all these forks and silverware I got. It's crazy. So he's gonna help me. He is helping get it set up. I've got the server running. The service is working. It's actually working really well right now. But of course, I have special requirements and special needs for the site. Then I have to do some scripting on the Hack Forums end to make sure that this is going to work how I want, which is basically members are going to go to their user control panel or a special page, basically click to execute an enabling of their XMPP account. That is going to send the message over to the server and set up your account with the password that we're already creating for you. I'm not going to allow members to create passwords or change passwords. The passwords are going to be between 12 and 16 characters in length with alphanumeric and special characters. So they're going to be impossible to brute force. It's just not realistic. I'll have triggers all set up on the server for things like brute forcing. Hopefully I can do a great job at DOS protection. Its server will be as secure as we can make it. The cool thing about XMPP is that we'll be able to do certain verification, something that lacks greatly if you're using Skype. Members just automatically, most of the time, automatically assume that, hey, I'm in a Skype with this guy from Hack Forums, and even if you were in Skype last week, that may not be the guy you're in discussion with this week. So it creates kind of to me, a security situation. You just can't trust an IM service like that. So, and here's all the spoons. 2 days worth of spoons. These will get done. So this service is going to really create some additional security options and some extra upgrading that will happen in the marketplace. I think it's more about creating tools for members than about the staff getting involved. Because we're not going to get involved. We're not. But what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, is try to implement more and more tools for you guys. That way when you're doing deals, you can make better decisions. So that way there's more accountability between the community, not accountability directly to me or to the staff, but accountability between each other. So that way when you finger point, you know, the other members can agree and the other members can see the obvious, because that's going to allow for a much safer community. It's going to be able to root out those who are really like causing problems in the marketplace. It's going to add an extra layer. And so I'm basically going to be working for the next month on these type of tools for account security and for easier marketplace navigation and implementation. I don't know. I'm just rambling. So have you guys had enough of me doing dishes? Because I have a feeling you probably are. I'm not really sure what else to say. I just wanted to, I don't know, record a video for a few minutes. I'm almost done with dishes. I'm perhaps with 2 loads today, but I got this dishwasher full, and I got to run it. And I guess I got to run because I got to go right back into my office and do some more work. Got about 60 PMs to answer, and I think water. And thank you guys for your time. Peace out.